Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 5 More Minutes.
Welcome.
We have a very glam makeup product heavy day today, which is, one of my favorite things to really lean into. We're talking about new products, Marc Jacobs Beauty. We're talking about quality of product versus quality of packaging / component.
Yes.
We're talking about Carly and I going to Greece.
Spoiler alert.
Yes.
We're going to Greece.
Very importantly, voicemails for Isabelle. A woman's need for detail.
It's so important to ask questions.
And a kind interrogation between friends is like the most sacred of bonds.
We talk about frizzy hair in the summer, keeping the frizz under control. We talk about
makeup and skincare.
When it's 100 degrees outside, which spoiler alert it is today.
How to make it last, or what we use when we don't really want to wear much at all. There's so much going on in this episode. And in conclusion, I'm bald.
And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yay! Welcome back to 5 More Minutes, everyone. Carly, I feel like we need to hold hands at the top here.
Sure.
I just want to connect with you really badly.
You want to give me 5 minutes of uninterrupted eye contact?
Okay.
Get closer like in Baby Mama.
Okay, we're so close. We're
we
very
have to touch
close.
foreheads.
Okay. Welcome back to 5 More Minutes. We have so much to talk about today, so I'm not even going to bother with the jibber jabber up top.
No, but first I need to ask you about the tank top.
Oh, that I'm currently wearing on my body.
Skims, yes, no?
Skims, correct. It is Skims.
Okay. It's the sheer.
This is the sheer ribbed. Don't mind the cat hair.
Moki just wanted to join.
It's not relevant.
No, I need it. Because
yes.
I bought the t-shirts because of you. So I have the t-shirt in white and black and I have the long sleeve in black. The t-shirts are some of my favorite t-shirts, but also very versatile. Like, wear them in life, wear them on dates, wear them on a night out.
I think they're easy,
so
sexy, soft. I'll just be so honest with you guys. It's really hard for me to keep my shirts drawer folded and organized. So oftentimes I am kind of like scooping through. And when I feel the texture of this one, it's immediately on my body. Like, there isn't ever a time where it's a bad time to wear.
I need that.
The Skims sheer ribbed.
Hashtag need that.
Need that. Young Carly. What's setting you up?
Thank you so much for
what's
asking.
Setting you off?
No, we're starting positive. What's setting me up? We're going to Greece.
We're going. Yes. Life is worth living.
As Justin Bieber once said.
No, I'm actually so excited you don't even understand.
We're going to Greece.
We're going to Greece. I haven't traveled internationally in a significant way in far too long. We were talking about it. It was up in the ether. It was hypothetical. And one morning I said, Carly, you're in Portugal, but we're about to book a damn flight.
And I've always wanted to go to Greece. Greece has been a bucket list place of mine for years and years and years and years.
And years. So the Google Doc has been created. Thanks for asking. It is titled Mamma Mia.
Yes.
The outfits are being sourced. There's going to be as much Mary-Kate and Ashley matching as possible.
Yes.
So there are sections within the Google document for us to link our outfit options. Mm-hmm. And we will be organized.
And when I say you, it's like the girlies at home. If you have been to Greece, please advise shoes. We're very undecided on like, is everything a flat? Do we bring a kitten heel for like maybe dinner? If we decide one night we're trying to like really live it up, do we bring like proper heels for that? I think the footwear is the biggest question for me right now.
I feel we're gonna do mostly flat situations, but I don't know what protocol at the beach clubs or the nicer restaurants are. And respectfully, if anyone's gonna trip on a cobblestone street, it's your girl.
I did wear stilettos on the cobblestones in Portugal.
Wow.
One of my greatest skills in life is the ability to like function properly in improper footwear. I can wear stilettos on the grass.
How old were you when you started wearing heels?
Bat mitzvah season.
I was an infant. Like, I wanted heels on my feet all the time, and I think that we share that we do take tumbles and spills and trips and whatnot, but it has nothing to do with the footwear.
No.
Like, I could do it barefoot. I could do it with sneakers.
Yeah. Well, like, sorry to steal the better setting you up, but like, what is setting you up?
Yeah, there's no winning. It's not a game and it's not a competition.
No, it's not a game, it's not a competition, but I do win.
What's setting me up is I've decided that I don't want to move right now. I had in my mind that I was gonna try and finagle the bagel on my lease a little bit, whether it's trying to move to a different unit in my building or a new building altogether. However, I absolutely love everyone who works within the building, and it just like treats me like family and is so helpful. I love the location. We're so close together. It's so close to all my workout studios and everything. So instead of moving, I'm redecorating.
You're nesting.
It's like top level nesting. So I found a new rug off Etsy that's in production. And yesterday, this gorgeous, rare find of a gem of a wooden coffee table. It's like a gorgeous, rich wood coffee table. It came early yesterday. I'm not gonna take it upon myself to try and set it up
That's
today.
a blue job.
Yeah, we have things to do, but it will be installed soon. This is the first time I've ever really redecorated or curated or done over anything like that in an apartment or home in general. So it's new for me, and I feel like it's doing good things for my confidence because I'm like, I have a vision. Let's execute it.
And I'm very into your vision.
Thank you. What's setting you off?
Oh, I am still jet lagged from my Portugal trip.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there that long, but last week I was in Lisbon for 2 days with my mom and then Porto for 3 days for my cousin's wedding. And Portugal is it 5 hours ahead or 6 hours ahead?
I think 5. I don't know. I was checking the time difference to know if you're going to answer me or not.
I wasn't there long enough to still be as tired as I am, but I'm still waking up very early, and I'm like a kid in kindergarten. If I don't have a nap in the middle of the day, like I'm gonna have a temper tantrum and it's just gonna ruin the rest of my day.
Absolutely. I mean, I take a nap anyways. It has nothing to do with jet lag.
I was up at 6 this morning, which like isn't that early, but like it's earlier than I needed to be up this morning.
Yeah. For some reason, some way, somehow, my natural, organic, no alarm wake up time has become like 6:20 a.m. I'm not fighting it, but I don't like it.
Well, when I was in Portugal, you'd answered my text and it was like, I think noon or something my time, or not even noon. And I think I said, why are you up right now?
You did. And I'm like, because I have to talk to you. What do you mean? It was because I needed to book Greece.
Yeah.
What's setting me off, thank you for asking, I'm extensionless. And
But she has bangs.
was that supposed to make it better?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think that I have had extensions now for a full year, and I'm reaching a place of dysmorphia that is starting to genuinely scare me because I was thinking to myself, oh, I don't even have that many like extensions in. I don't even have that many pieces. And then I started feeling around and I was like, I kind of do. And they, you know, it gets to a place where they start to fall out as you're using heat and you're oiling your scalp. And I just thought to myself, this is a do or die moment. You either take them out and spend a little bit of time making peace with where your hair is at and thickening it up naturally, or you just hate your own hair for the foreseeable future. So I took them out. I don't feel good about it. My hair is long, which I enjoy, but there's not much of it. So I'm just, we're at the beginning stages of our journey.
Every single person watching this episode leave a comment telling her that her hair looks beautiful.
Like, I want to look beachy and islandy and beautiful and effortless in Greece, but I just don't know if I can get them reinstalled.
You can still look all of the things in Greece with your natural hair.
Maybe I'll get one clip-in extension piece.
Clip-in.
Clip-in.
Okay.
Like one volume piece.
You know what could be an interesting idea? The fuck-ass extensions that I bought for our photo shoot. I wonder if you can have them dyed to match your natural hair color.
I could do that.
You already have them. They're expensive and they're like decent quality hair.
Not a bad idea.
It might be cheaper to just have them dyed.
Yeah, we'll explore that option. I guess let's get into love it, hate it, feel fine about it because I am very excited about everything today. Oh, we're glamming.
I actually want you to go first because your first one, I know what I want your first one to be because, disclaimer, we had the same one and Katie told me I couldn't do it.
Love it, hate it, feel fine about it. Voicemails for Isabelle.
Thank you so much for bringing it up. Love it. Rom-coms are so back.
They're so back. Carly, can you just give like a brief synopsis? You're very good at that these days.
I'll do it very brief, Spark Notes. Voicemails for Isabelle is a rom-com on Netflix. You know, some may say that it is a romance between a man and a woman. I think it is more of a romance between two sisters.
Hard agree.
And the whole premise is that Jill's character, the younger sister who had fibrosis, passed. It's not a spoiler.
Her name's Isabelle.
Isabelle. She passes early in the movie, but she's leaving voicemails for her sister. And she connects with this man because of it, because his work phone is assigned to Isabelle's phone number.
Yes. So Isabelle passes away. Jill is using the voicemails as a catharsis to keep the line of communication open,
Exactly.
to feel like she's not talking to the ether. That's the importance of that.
Yes.
So there's a lot of elements, a lot of beautiful elements. And I want to lead out by saying, to me, it's a nearly perfect movie. Zoe Deutsch, her brand of humor and her style of comedic acting and emotional acting works so well in this story for this character. It's so funny when it needs to be. And Nick Offerman plays an eccentric douchebag of a boss. Zoe Deutsch's character wants to be a baker. I would love to get into what you believe are your favorite moments.
Ooh, my favorite moments. Mm-hmm. I love when Zoe Deutsch
Spoilers.
Right? Oh, yeah, spoiler alert. I love when Zoe Deutsch's character rips into the podcast man publicly, and I think that's like the first moment of Wes like falling for her is when she does that, and they hadn't even met at this point, and I just love the way that she unapologetically stood up and was like, you're a fuckboy and like you're a fraud. Loved that. I loved when they were on the giggle bus and Wes like gets up and basically the like tour guide has a crash out and like leaves the bus like within 5 minutes of the tour starting. So Wes like stands up and gives like the city tour it's like a giggle bus. You're supposed to laugh the whole time. I was falling like so hard. I was watching it and I was like, I love him so much. And then their kiss right after that is so perfect and cinematic. Robin being like this theme throughout and music connecting Isabelle and Jill.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and the chicken pot pie. Sorry.
And the chicken pot pie.
And the chicken pot pie.
Of course, the chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole bit.
Yeah.
The thing about voicemails for Isabelle for me, I've watched it now maybe 6 times. The first few times were strictly so I could just get past the sobbing. Because
within 10 minutes.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. 10 minutes of that movie, sobbing. No one's died yet. No one's fallen in love, sobbing.
The actresses who play the younger sisters are so talented. It comes out with the relationship dynamic so strong between them. Mm-hmm. I love who they make Jill's character out to be even when she's younger, and then the narrative of like peaking when you're 12.
Yeah.
I think is just so interesting for the character arc of it all, because you fall in love with her and then you want her to keep winning, but she's in this place of struggle and transition in her life.
Yeah.
I thought that the moments of grief were so insanely well acted when they're in the hospital.
Oh, and she like doesn't hear her parents when they're talking about
and she
her
collapses.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hiccuping and shaking. I was crying so hard. Please don't let that sway you from watching the movie.
No, you must watch this movie.
You have to watch it. And then the crying after that, it's just these beautiful moments of sisterhood.
I loved the way that Jill's parents like saw her. I think there was that really beautiful scene when she quits her job, like she's kind of hit her low, and she's like, maybe I could be an accountant, and her parents are like, you're bad at math. Like, you should take this money and like stick it to them.
Yes.
I haven't counted in a while. Is that your favorite line?
I don't know. Maybe I got better. I haven't counted in a while. Like, I would say that. You know, the writing, which, by the way, I don't know if you know this.
Yep.
Is
writer, director,
Leah McKendrick,
star.
who plays Brita. Brita and Andy are the two characters that are about to get married. They're best friends with Wes. And the wife of those two wrote.
Andy's from Glee.
The only thing I will say about the movie is the movie would never work with ugly people, because it is actually stalking.
Oh.
I say that with love and light.
Well, yeah, he flies to that city to meet her, goes to the places that he knows that she's going to be. It is
shows up
stalk.
on the park bench.
He's just hot, so she's like, okay.
It's so fine because she's hot, but around the 5th or 6th watch, I really started to tap into just how creepy it could be. And we've both agreed, because obviously I can't shut up about this movie, the only saving grace was when he refused to have sex with her. Because if he had sex with her while still lying to her, I would have had to shut the movie off right there.
The backstory for the people who haven't watched the movie is that he, at this point, hadn't told Jill that he was getting her voicemails. So Jill has no idea that he knows all of these things about her. There's this whole other layer to his relationship with Jill that she doesn't know about. And then they have this really amazing day. She makes him dinner. Things get a little steamy. And he kind of like stops himself and they just have like a PG rest of the night. I loved when she got on the couch and cuddled with him. I thought that was just like so sweet. But at this point, Jill still doesn't know about the voicemail, so I think it's a redeeming quality in Wes to like not sleep with her.
I will say, also around the 5th watch, I started noticing there were so many moments where Wes attempts to tell her. A lot of them were really quick and really swallowed, so I missed them in the first few watches, but it did also make it a little bit more okay for me. But you know, when she is walking away, they're on the hill, they just met, he sat down on the bench, she goes to walk away, and he says something about needing to find a good taco. I was like, that was incredibly creepy. Because if I were in that moment and I had just screamed on the top of a hill that statement, and then someone just showed up out of nowhere and said it back to me, I think I would turn around and be like, oh, this is turning into a Dateline episode.
Well, I think this is something that we've talked about in the context of like romance books and stuff.
Yes.
But it exists for movies and TV shows as well, is that there are certain things that in real life would be really creepy, but because you're in the safe space of a movie or a book or a show and you know that it's probably going to have a happy ending and you know that he's a good guy, you almost are like okay with it because it's not real.
But I feel like also the character of Wes is written so well so that he does ride the line. He's somehow sweet and endearing and sensitive. When Jill does share about losing her sister, he is so intent. She tells him over dinner, and there's like a really like deliberate moment of him pausing and understanding that she's about to open herself up in this way. His mom passed away, and he doesn't ever sort of try and equate the loss, which I think was also nice. In the beginning, you see him in sort of a situationship, so you're like, am I supposed to feel like he's a fuckboy? He has a mansion.
He works in commercial real estate.
Yes.
So you're supposed to think he's like
rich.
Really well off, yeah.
Exactly, which I also love because I'm just sick of
broke men in movies and shows and stuff.
Totally, yeah. Just like, don't make my girl fall for a broke man.
Yeah.
But then, of course, I am as basic as they come. The moment when they're at the picnic or the field at the end.
When Robin starts playing.
When Robin starts playing and Wes picks up the phone and he says, hey Isabelle.
Waterworks. Oh, it's such a good movie.
And for those reasons, it's a perfect movie. And
Love
I
it.
will watch it so many more
We
times.
should watch it this weekend.
Duh, we will.
Duh.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Love it, 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 love it.
It had to end somewhere. Okay, please give me your love it, hate it, feel fine about it.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Which one do I want to start first with?
Start with
I'm
a chill one.
Okay. America when you're not in America. Here is a little bit more context clues.
Thank you.
Air conditioning, iced vanilla lattes. Here's the thing.
Does it end at air conditioning and iced lattes? It's more than enough.
No, that's where it ends for me.
Do you want to add in like electrical outlets or?
Oh my God, my Dyson.
Yeah. It's okay.
I can go on record saying, I don't like it here. It's spooky here. This country is spooky.
Spook City.
But I love air conditioning.
Yeah.
I love sleeping in a cold room.
Yeah.
I love when you get in a car, like an Uber, and the air's on. I love that. I love my coffee being like a sweet treat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Europe, I love you, Europe. Like,
Yeah.
you, Europe. You love a pastry, a sweet treat. Why can't we put a little sweetener in our coffee? Like,
yeah.
you love a croissant?
Maybe what we find is much like Beyonce has hot sauce in her bag, we have vanilla syrup. Like, I don't know.
I just want my like fun little drink. I just want my
a
latte.
A drink at this point, a drink is what gets me out of the house. A fun matcha, a fun beverage, that's habit stacking so that I am not depressed.
I couldn't find a matcha in the whole country.
The whole country didn't have a matcha for you?
It was really personal. I had a wonderful time, but if I could give like some notes and feedback for just the general country.
If the country of Portugal is tapping into this episode, maybe we could reach out to the UN, see what happens there.
I also like have come to terms with the fact, and I'm curious if you agree with this. Mm-hmm. Listen, America has many faults about like food culture and stuff here, but I do like the way that we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I do like a avocado toast for breakfast, perhaps like a wrapped sandwich salad for lunch, and then dinner, who knows? You know?
Yes, I think you do feel a lot of satisfaction in your routine of types of meals.
Yes, I am a creature of habit and routine,
Yeah.
and I do like that.
I think that I might be better suited for Europe because sometimes I wake up and I eat 7 pickles just straight to the dome.
The air conditioning thing is a big one for me because I live in fear of smelling bad. And
You've never smelled bad.
that's a lie. But like,
It's impossible.
I used so much deodorant,
Yeah.
but like, I still could have smelled better.
I don't agree, but I understand. Okay, give me your other one.
Me 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready to talk about it? Are you sitting down?
I'm sat.
Marc Jacobs Beauty.
Uh-oh.
Have you tried it yet?
No. I really am doing a bad job of trying new makeup. I feel very overwhelmed by new products right now.
It is quite
I don't know.
overwhelming. I bought not one of everything, but one of almost everything when it launched on Sephora.
Yep.
And I have been playing with them for the last few weeks. You know what? Let me sit more erect.
Oh.
Okay. One moment. So this here, Marc Jacobs bronzer.
Bronzer.
And this,
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Nice big pan. Adorable packaging.
mascara.
Oh yeah, the purple. Cutie. You'd be a great hand model.
I wouldn't. My fingers are quite crooked.
It doesn't stop me from enjoying your
Sure.
gesturing.
Blush.
Oh yes, you let me swatch that one. That's the only one I took a gander.
Shade is self-centered.
Okay. Next.
Lipstick.
Okay.
I bought 2 of them. I only brought Love Muscle.
Is that warm? Let me see.
No, it is like a cool tone pink. I did not bring the eyeshadow.
Oh, this
which
reminds
was
me a lot of Mario Midtown.
which was a goof on my part because I.
You didn't bring any of the eyeshadows?
No.
The only things I own are the
Should I just-
eyeshadows. This
wait,
is
should
pretty.
I just leave?
Yeah. That was
Should we
the
just
only
cut the
reason.
episode?
You actually, I was going to tell you.
Wait,
you
bye,
could have just left the
guys.
products by the door.
That's a wrap.
No, please don't leave me alone.
Is that? I think that's everything that I
So
brought.
this is kind of sheer. Definitely high shine.
Okay, so in order of favorite products,
Okay.
I am going to do the eyeshadow that I did not bring.
Okay.
I love. I have the
Okay.
champagne shimmer shade.
Mm-hmm.
To your point about
I
like,
wanted that one.
creasing and stuff, with proper prep, I did not find it to be an issue.
Okay, great.
I think that with a packing the brush and like padding application, it is way more impactful, but also sits better than a swipe. It's a like,
Of the finger.
it's a pack it on the brush and then tap it in as opposed to like
So you're
swiping it on the
right.
lid.
So treat it as if it's more of a pigment.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it was really, really pretty. That's what I wore to the wedding, and my makeup looked fabulous, if I do say so myself.
did.
And it was beautiful on the eye, and that type of shimmery champagne is really pretty. If we are shade twins, it's a really flattering shade on us.
I have a back in stock notification on.
It's quite gorge. Then, okay, this Love Muscle shade is a beautiful pink shade.
I love that shade.
To your point, it's creamy, it's a little sheer, it's really comfortable on the lips. This is my biggest issue because we, prior to launch, were talking about packaging a lot.
Yeah.
The aesthetics of the packaging, really fun, really camp, poppy, colorful, very anti-minimalistic. It's like, it's different, it's fun. I can appreciate that from an aesthetic point of view. The cap of the lipstick does not stay on.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
not stay on. And it was in my big bag. Like when I first got it and I was wearing it like almost every day to really play with it. One day I reached in, the cap was off and like a chunk of it was just like missing from the center. I think that's a huge error for, especially for a lipstick, something that's gonna go in your bag and you're gonna be mobile with it.
Yeah.
The cap needs to stay on. And both my shades that I have in this, the cap does not stay on. So it's not a lemon, it's both of them. And you can even like kind of see it about how easily the cap comes off.
I feel like with this
It's
kind
so
of thing,
easy.
we just need to start making them all magnetic.
Yes.
Because
I completely agree.
It's the only thing that really.
Well, also Marc Jacobs is like a luxury price point.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like,
that begs a larger question. Have you seen people have been sort of rightfully so scrutinizing the new product cream blushes, which are a gorgeous formula. I haven't tried it yet, but there's a new Armani blush that I saw people say they wished for a little bit more with the packaging of those as well. I am finding that they're all sort of this like soft matte plastic component. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on in the industry with that missing the mark of luxury brands not making packaging that feels luxury. I will tell you who does make packaging that feels luxury: Hourglass, Westman Atelier. Always luxury. You always, always, always feel what you're paying for.
Then I really love the mascara.
Okay.
The wand, I enjoy that.
I
Like,
love this packaging.
that feels sturdy. I love the kind of hourglass shape.
I like
it's very
the-
better than sex.
These kind of ridges, it's
easy to grip.
nice. It's nice and easy
It's
to
a
grip.
nice black. I
It's a
didn't find
cool
it made a mess of
wand.
my face. I did not bring it to Portugal though, so I can't say if I can speak in like extreme heat and elements.
Right, to see if it melts down your face. you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. It's a pretty mascara.
I struggle with mascara with the lash lift, and you know
Yeah.
that, so I am really picky. I did just get my actual hair in the lash, so that's really ideal.
But with the new Merit launch, I've been reaching for the Merit mascara more than that one.
Merit is the
now.
only one I'm using right
That
now.
Merit mascara is on another
This
level.
is good. I am putting mascara on top of mascara, but it's not doing too bad. You can tell that it's very wet right now.
The blush.
Yes.
So we spoke about this in the car.
We did.
Last week. I prefer to put it on the back of my hand and then take a brush like my Mario F4 and saturate it and then apply it.
You're
find
not
that
doing a road pocket blush of going onto the
it
cheek
wasn't
and
as
then
creamy as I wanted for a cheek swipe.
more akin to the new Kosas sticks.
No, I think that the Kosas are creamier
Let me see.
for a direct cheek application.
No, absolutely. I just want to compare.
But applying it on the back of my hand and then doing that, it was beautiful. Like it sat really nice. I thought I looked like nice. I thought my makeup looked really pretty. But I tend to be someone who prefers to just swipe a blush on my cheek.
It is solid. Okay, so we're gonna swatch these on the back of the hand. This is the Marc Jacobs. It does have sheen, but I see what you mean that it's sort of not as movable as you were expecting. Let's compare it to the Kosas because these Kosas cream blush sticks are my favorite right now. I love these things. More pigment from the Kosas. A little bit more of that, similar to the House Labs Glassy Blush Balm, a little more watercolor, like what the way it shears out. Very interesting. Yeah, it is different. It is a standalone. I gotta put it on the cheek to really know.
Oh, well, if you want to do it now, but I see you have some blush on, so
I just put
perhaps
some
another
Chanel
episode.
blush on, so I feel like I'm not gonna know.
But if we are talking back to packaging, look what's already happened just from us like fucking with it.
Ah, I see also with that soft matte, it catches the finger marks
It
of the
catches
product.
everything. But like this is really cute, and a blush, I'm not as like, I don't bring it most places,
Totally.
so it's okay. And then very disappointing for me.
Uh-oh.
I will take accountability for the fact that I think I was expecting the old bronzer.
I think that's
the old
hard.
bronzer was perfect.
Perfect.
Was like the gold standard. It was like the first
Amazing.
bronzer that I was ever like, oh my God about. And I was expecting that. I don't know that the shade is just like perfect for me. So part of it is a shade thing, but also it's a little patchy on
The
me.
patchiness is
a little patchy on me.
What do you feel about the shade? You feel like it's not perfect? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
What
I was
about it?
So I ended up getting light medium
Okay.
because if I'm remembering correctly, I thought that the light looked a little warm. And like when you're as fair as I am,
Right.
if something is like warm, it
Yes.
reads really warm.
Yes.
And I have a very hard time with powder bronzers. A very hard time.
I do know this to be true.
But it's a little patchier than I.
Powder
I go in-
bronzers are, in my opinion, one of the toughest products to nail.
Maybe I'll go in with this.
I love that giant brush.
I love this brush. I haven't used this brush
I
with
feel
it
like
yet.
I, at one point, owned that brush.
I bought it during this so.
I'm gonna start stealing back from the set.
I also will give the disclaimer that my forehead is my patchy problem area. Oh, a little too much.
Do you want me
right
to
there.
try it? Light medium at this time might not do that much for my tone, but I am curious. Give me that brush.
The big boy.
All right. This is light medium, which when I'm in winter months would be my pick. So far, so good. Not seeing that much impact, but I don't mind a bronzer that isn't crazy pigmented because it gets away from you.
I prefer it.
Oh, what's on my forehead? That's nice.
Is it not your burn?
I don't know.
Live reaction.
Yeah, I don't really have one, which isn't necessarily bad or good.
It's hard because you have that burn and that spot that you were just
It's also hard because it's basically the same color as my skin right now. So I'm just gonna say that I don't really know. Love it, hate it, feel fine about it. We don't know.
We don't know.
About the bronzer specifically, but I will place an order. And I'll get to it.
Thank you.
Because it didn't go patchy on me right now.
But also my
for what it's
forehead is
worth.
my problem area. So like if there's one thing where take a grain of salt,
yes,
it's usually like
my problem
on my forehead.
My cheek is tough for me. So that'll be good research analysis to see how either one does.
So my love it, hate it, feel fine about it. I think I feel fine about it right now.
And you know what? That's totally okay, honey.
It's just like there are certain products that I love. There are certain products that I'm still figuring out.
Yep.
Also, I think something that's important for me as we're like giving, whether it's feedback or we're just like talking about brands in general, is that like a first launch, there's always going to be room for improvement. And as long as a brand is willing to listen to consumers, like we've talked about how Rhode is really good about taking like customer feedback and making changes, whether it's with the shades, whether it's with packaging, like something like the lipstick cap in my mind would be an easy fix for them that if they made, it would take the lipsticks into like a whole other category.
I really, really want us all to start practicing thoughtfully and reasonably critiquing makeup. You know, just because a brand is trendy and everyone loves a product doesn't mean you don't have to, you know, speak your truth. But it also doesn't mean like the whole brand is shit and like it's a total flop, so on and so forth. I as a community, want to foster a middle of the road conversation about it. And, you know, after working in the beauty industry for so long, respectively, both of us, brands can take criticism. Well, they're looking for feedback.
And a first launch is always going to have hiccups.
Always.
And if anything,
it's a baby.
If anything, I think it's really ambitious and admirable that they launched with so many products.
I agree.
And like, sure, they didn't start with like a foundation or concealer, which was probably intentional because that's going to take a long time with the shade range and the undertones and stuff. But it was nice and surprising and like a fun little treat to see them launch with a very full range. But with that is also going to come things that they maybe need to
step it up a little. And I look forward to seeing how the brand progresses, and I support them.
Me too.
They're adorable, everything. I have 2 new products here that
say more.
I just want to intro because I am curious about them. On our clip where we were talking about lip tints the other day on this here podcast, someone commented that I need to try the Gucci Glow Oil and Water Balmy Lip Tint. I have seen these and I'm so curious about them. I bought them in 2 shades. One is Valeria Rose, which is sort of like a tawny, as the name suggests, rosewood color. This is what it looks like swatched on the hand. So these are supposed to be like a very comfortable lip stain that you can wear sort of like a glossy, oily situation. And then, you know, as it fades, it leaves behind a lovely tint. And then this is the second shade, which I can already tell you're gonna want this one. This is Emma Rose Dust 226. So we have like a beautiful cool tone nude and a tawny rosewood. I was gonna buy one of the deeper shades, one of the more cherry cola or one of the more berry shades, but I was just trying to control myself. So I'm gonna put it on while I introduce to you our next Love It, Hate It, Feel Fine About It, which is A Woman's Need for Detail.
I mean, you're just a girl.
I am just a girl. And this topic came about because a good friend of mine went recently to a very, very amazing big birthday party that was quite the event. And at said birthday party, she met a fella.
She met a man.
She met a man, which is, I would say, the most opportune way to meet a man.
Yeah.
At like sort of like an intimate but not super pared down small event, because it can be like a lot of pressure if it's too small. I am gonna take a beat to wipe these lip stains away, just so you guys can see the stain on my hand after about 30 seconds.
Oh, pretty.
It leaves a good amount of stain.
Yeah.
Anyhow, she met a man. Obviously, given the context, and also much like all of my friends, the standards are high. We're a little picky. It's hard to get excited. Sometimes like a guy is cute, but the flirt isn't that good. Sometimes, you know, friends of yours are trying to set you up and you realize that that was a mistake. All those things can happen, but none of those happened for her. And so she told me this information, and I have never locked in so hard in my life. And if you would allow me to be so bold, I'd love to read for you a redacted transcript
Monologue it.
of the interrogation
A
that
redacted transcript.
that came after this. I'm gonna read them sort of rapid fire for entertainment's sake, but I need you to know, like, really take in the amount of questions that were necessary. A lot of these were repeated more than once.
Okay.
And I begin. Oh my God, please describe his face. Also his eyes, also his smile. The octave of his voice, what does his last sound like? Do we have a last name? What's his first name again? What color are his eyes? Because yet again, she wasn't answering the question. Does he have a good smile? Again. Is his voice deep? Is his laugh embarrassing? Where did he go to college? Does he give artsy jock nerd, none of the above, or hybrid? Those are supposed to be different options. So does he give artsy? Does he give jock? Does he give nerd? None of the above, or hybrid.
Okay. Is one better than the other there?
No, I just really wanted to get a sense of like the experience of spending time with him.
You wanted to feel like you were there.
Yeah.
Got it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just rounded out as best as possible. Do we have his Instagram? Does he post photos on his Instagram? How many followers does he have? That's like always one of my first ones.
Yeah.
You gotta, if you have the social media, you just gotta know. Is
What
he like
would you say is the like sweet spot?
for how many followers a man has on Instagram?
And how often does he post?
No more than 700. He can post quarterly as long as they're animals, family, or travel.
Okay.
Anything more is disgusting. I begin again. Does he post his photo? Please don't ever apologize for a follow-up question. Does he post his photos on Instagram? How many followers does he have? What's the first thing he said to you? Did you dance? What kind of dancing? Was it grinding or was it more jumpy? Did he do anything chivalrous? Did anyone make comments about you two being cute together? Who and what did they say? Is he ripped or more dad bod or somewhere in between? Okay, now get to the sex. Okay, get to the sex, please. Okay, again, can you please describe the sex? How long into the night before you knew you wanted to bone? Did you like it? Would you have sex again? Do you have any standout moments you loved? And has he asked you out?
That was beautiful.
How many questions do you think that was? At least 30.
Can we get a ticker going, like a count?
Yeah, if we could, I need
Can you roll the tape back?
roll it back, and I would like a tally, a final tally. And you best believe every single one of those questions was answered.
Of course it was.
And I just would say, you know, that might be one extreme version of needing detail, but
I don't think it's extreme.
Thank
I
you.
think that's bare minimum.
To me, it's more extreme that a man will go over to his friend's apartment who just broke off a 10-year engagement and comes back with not an explanation in sight.
Yes.
It's like, let's breed curiosity. But it just made me think, I don't even think we're getting detailed enough. Because if the scene isn't painted for me, I don't feel fine about it and I don't love it. I hate it.
The moral of the story is like, I guess if you find yourself in that scenario, you should just FaceTime your friend so that she can be there. I loved some of the repeat questions in there. You were not taking no for an answer. You were not, every question had to be answered.
Don't be afraid to hit a reply to the message and a quick advise, which reminds me of Rocky. Amaze. And in many ways, like, I give Rocky.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really pretty.
Really pretty. Really pretty. We're doing the Rosewood shade, which is 217. Oh, dear God, that's pretty.
That's gorgeous.
We need to go back and find the lovely human that commented to try these and say thank you. You know what this is giving? That perfect, I just ate a cherry, like I've been like licking my lips too hard, you know what I mean? Like a flushed, oh my God. Is this my new lippy of the summer? I feel
Guys, you heard it here first. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
Wow, I feel really passionately about how good that looks. I thought it was gonna be more warm on the lip.
Is it glossy? Is it sticky?
It's not sticky at all. It's glossy. Let me
But
compare.
give it a second because I'm curious the dry down.
This color is more appropriate for your lip combo right now if you want to try.
I do.
I'll give it a dry down. It reminds me of the Rare Beauty lip tints. That's what the texture is. That's what the texture is.
Interesting, because those technically are an oil.
It's a similar product. It's a tinted lip oil balm situation. But I feel like maybe we've come further now in the Gucci realm on shades. Because the thing with those rare ones is they all kind of look the same on the lip. They were just kind of like warm.
They were a little ahead of their time.
I am so excited. This is now what's setting me up, is this lip.
I tried to leave some of my lip liner on, but
I need the other
fear that was a
shades.
mistake.
I'm so excited. Okay. What would be an interesting practice in color theory is I wonder if I put that on and it doesn't look warm on me. It doesn't look that warm on you. Like, I think it is gorgeous.
It's pretty. It's warm on me.
Would you wear it again?
With a different lip liner and a different, like,
Do you want to
blush kind of makeup
take it
situation.
off and try this one?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
The girls at home understand. Like,
Yeah,
they're not going to be like, Carly, your makeup looks really fucking ugly today. They're going to
No.
be like, she just tried this for the first
They
time.
won't.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Wait.
Mom,
Wait.
I told you not to call. We're filming.
Hey.
Followers, the hotline is up and running. What questions exist for us today? Follower hotline question number 1. Favorite makeup and skincare products when it's 100 degrees outside? It is literally 100 degrees outside right now.
It's very timely. In my
As
perfect
that sits on
world,
your lip, I like it more and more.
well, in my perfect world, my favorite makeup when it's 100 degrees outside would be none.
makeup and skincare, so take it from the top.
Skincare, and less specific to skin prep and just skincare in general, is I'm a big believer in, like, with the seasons change, your skincare routine should change. And I found what works for me is a lighter weight moisturizer, something like a gel cream. So that I find in the mornings in the summer is just more comfortable for me. I tend to have a simpler skincare routine in the summer, again, just because it's a lot. For skin prep, Danessa Myricks serum has changed my life.
The barrier boost?
As someone with dry patches on their forehead, my bronzer sits so much nicer.
And you do get oily.
And I do get
So
oily.
I think that's notable because it's a hydrating primer, but you're somewhat oily.
And I use it all over my face. This is not just a forehead primer for me. I use this all over my face. I am obsessed with this. Every single time that I do my makeup now, this is my go-to prep. I cannot live without it. She rocks. I'm a big fan of Danessa Myricks in general, but this, you put me onto this because when you did my makeup for my birthday, you used this on my forehead. So this, but also a simple skin prep. Again, I'm very big on simplicity, especially in the warmer months. So this, like, outside of my skincare routine, this is my makeup skin prep step. It's just this.
Agree.
And then I'm trying to think, like, because I'm trying to think back to, like, Portugal, and it was really hot. Like, for the wedding, I used 2 setting sprays just to really, really lock everything on because I did have makeup on. So I had the Charlotte Tilbury down, and then I put one size on top. And one size is like a L'Oreal, like, it's just almost like a hairspray type of setting spray where nothing is gonna move. And that night, I did not take my makeup off until like close to 5 a.m. and my makeup was perfect still at 5. I set every step. If there was cream down, there was also a powder on top just to make sure that things were staying down. And again, this is specific to like an event, like a wedding, if I'm gonna be wearing makeup and it's hot out and I want it to stay.
I think that the thing that's tough is when you really, if you sweat a lot from your face, it's gonna be most noticeable if you have a lot of heavy powders on, but you do need to set the cream makeup
It's just gonna
with
melt off
powder
your
makeup
face, yeah.
if you're doing like an event thing.
Yeah.
Makeup and skincare for me when it's 100 degrees out is definitely similarly pared down. So I'm just using lighter textured products and fewer products in general. These days, I really love getting a lot of hydration from toners, PDRN sprays, milky toners. Something like that is so liquidy, so lightweight, is not gonna make my skin feel heavy, is not gonna mess up any amount of skin prep. You know, there are no downsides virtually. I love layering those on. And if you layer a couple toners, you really will feel that like skin drench plumpness.
And without all the weight.
Without all the weight.
Yeah.
I think that it's important for me to still be using exfoliating serums in the summer. I sweat so much from my face, so much dirt and sweat and oil gets trapped in there specifically in the summer that even though you know, your instinct might be to be more gentle, I just ordered actually from, I forget the brand. I'll report on it because I don't even know if it's good yet. A new exfoliating pad, just like a nice, gentle little pad. That's been my vibe. And then mandelic acid and a very thin vitamin C. Some vitamin C serums can be thicker. The one that I use from Allies of Skin is so thin. It's almost like it's not an oily consistency, but that's how thin the product is, if that makes sense. It's clear, it's easy, it sinks in quickly. Skin prep, one product. It's gonna be one product. There's only a couple SPFs that I'll prime with, but if I can prime with an SPF, I will. The new Naked Sundays SPF is great to prime with. The new Innisfree, it's like 47 SPF.
Same shit.
But it's like, again, a very light gel formula. So when you're prepping your skin for your makeup, keep it to one product that is going to suit your skin type best. And if your skin type is oily, go with whatever is going to suck the oil in and mattify and prep in that way. Makeup wise, I am obsessed with the like water.
Oh, you mean like the Victoria Beckham?
I
like,
have the
bronzer
Victoria
and such.
Beckham bronzer. I just tried the new Refi ones, which are amazing, the bronzers and the blush. It's a little bit tough because there's no like coverage to it. It's really a no makeup situation, but between the Chanel Water Fresh tint, now my water bronzers, this is a tint from e.l.f. These ones are amazing. This is like a bronzer tint and I use this as a blush tint. The Victoria Beckham bronzing water tint. All of these products, like I'm using all of these. It's either pigment suspended in a water-based product or thin as can be. That's what I want to use when I don't want to put makeup on my face. I am skipping mascara most of the time.
Well, also you have amazing lashes and a lash lift. If you're not someone who wants to skip mascara, I think 100-degree day would be the time to lean into like a waterproof mascara.
Yes, for sure.
Also, forgot to say, I always love fake freckles, but fake freckles on a hot day with barely any makeup on. It's so good.
I just love fake freckles. I mean, I get them when I tan, but I need 1,000 more. I was thinking the other day, I was considering the idea of getting freckles tattooed.
The Melody Miles of it all?
Not Melody Miles level. She does a heavy freckle, but one of my other mutuals just got freckles tattooed, and she did sort of like a lighter coverage.
Okay. You just show me a picture. I think they're adorable.
They're adorable.
And as a freckly person, and if you look at baby pictures of me, I was a very freckly kid. I'm just neurotic about sunscreen.
Yes.
But like right now coming back from Portugal, my shoulders are a little freckly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like even like my back and my chest, like I have some freckles that don't go away regardless, but if I were to just say fuck it and lay out, I would be like, not Lindsay Lohan, but I would be very freckly.
I'm jealous. I only ever get it sort of like on my nose. I don't freckle on my body. It's kind of a letdown.
Next, hair products for smoothness and frizz control in the summer. Okay, I think there's layers to this because it depends on your hair type and texture.
Yeah. This is really hard.
Yeah, it's tough to give a blanket statement for that.
I think some of my go-to products when I'm trying to fight frizz right now, the Kerastase, the glaze line, the spray that comes with the, let me get the actual.
I know which one you're talking about.
Let me get the actual name for you guys. Gorgeous scent to that whole line, and I used the.
I bought the perfume because of you.
Yes, the perfume, but I also used the shampoo and conditioner of the Kerastase glaze line, which I
love that shampoo and conditioner.
I do think that it helps with frizz control as well, so that's a great starting point. It is the Kerastase Gloss Absolute All-in-One Anti-Frizz Spray.
Gloss Absolute is one of my favorite hair lines.
Yes.
I'm like big into Orbe Gold Lust. I'm big into Gloss Absolute from Kerastase. I just finished my L'Oreal Elvive Glycolic Shine shampoo and conditioner.
Love.
Amazing. An amazing price
I'm
point.
gonna finish my Kerastase and then I'm gonna try that and compare because it's the same thing.
The textures are a little different, but the desired result is very similar.
Got it.
I would say.
So if you're gonna blow out your hair, my favorite product right now is the Chris McMillan Glassy Smooth Blowout Spray.
I did something I never do, and when I was in Portugal, I was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, blew my hair every day because we had welcome party, rehearsal, dinner, wedding, and like I had to do my hair every day.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with this Chris
Very good.
McMillan stuff.
They have a mini to travel with.
It cuts your blow dry time in half. It has heat protectant, and it's great for just like frizz and overall control of the hair.
And I would use like a hair oil, hair serum on my ends. That's if I'm blowing out my hair, if I'm wearing my hair natural, wavy, curly. The creams are less my friend.
Okay.
I have finer hair. So creams in general weigh it down.
I have to send you a TikTok I saw the other day.
Okay.
It's for fine, wavy, curly hair, and it's a different routine than what many people online recommend.
Yes.
Her hair is amazing. I have to send you
I need the difference.
Yeah.
If you have thicker hair, I would use the cream, but for me, when it's that hot out, I don't want my hair weighed down. So I'm going with the Kerastase spray. I'm maybe doing Davinus Oil Milk first, or
I'm almost out of my oil.
Lush, what's the product I love?
Oh,
The milk.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
I'll use
I know what
any
it's
of those
called.
as hair primers, and then I'm gonna jump to a mousse, the Crown of Hair Air Dry Mousse. I did just get the new JVN Air Dry Spray. They have an air dry cream, which is really good.
Yeah.
But I tend to like sprays more, again, with my fine hair, so we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes. But it's a mousse and a gel, or like a gel spray.
Yeah.
For me, because that is what's gonna control the frizz. The creams for me, they don't really control the frizz. They just kind of make my hair heavy. And I'll always finish my wavy hair routine with a serum or an oil.
Yep.
Oh, you know which one I really like for fine hair? The Gizu hair oil that they just
brought
came
that
out
to
with.
Portugal.
It's so lightweight.
Very lightweight. I'm not obsessed with the mechanism. It's
Okay.
a little messy.
It is a little messy.
And I find, I just prefer a pump for most things. Okay, I like a spray for like a leave-in conditioner or something that's just like the whole head. I prefer a spray. For something that I'm going to put in my hand, something I
Yes,
have to put in my
yes.
hand, I prefer a pump. And their other oil, like their classic oil, is just your dropper standard bottle and packaging. And I can understand and appreciate trying to differentiate and like making some of those decisions for that. But I do think it impacts like just the practicality and overall user experience.
Yeah.
It's a very nice oil though. I just would probably prefer it in a different packaging.
I feel like there's a theme coming about, not just in this episode, but in general. It's like, you love the product, hate the component, which is, we're not saying anything new.
I used to do a series on TikTok. I do it when I have enough to talk about, and maybe I could run it back, which is things I would change about my favorite products.
Yes.
Because it's like there are so many amazing products where if you could just like fix this one thing,
Right, it would be holy
it'd be a home
grail.
run.
Yeah.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
I got some Marc Jacobs.
All right, so you need 5 more minutes to film that TikTok. Is that
And
true?
buying clothes for Greece.
And buying clothes for Greece. No. The outfits, I'm trying not to put too much pressure on us and myself, because then I'll just sabotage myself, but I haven't felt cute in so long. I need to feel cute and want to take pictures and be frolicky and flirty and fun.
The photo dumps got to go hard.
They do.
The TikToks got to be good.
They do. This is our first true international trip we've ever taken together.
Just us.
Just us.
Just us, yeah.
I need 5 more minutes to go pick up all my meds.
Yeah.
I did just want to do like a little medication update. Disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I have no business diagnosing anyone, suggesting you do or do not do anything or take anything.
This is not medical advice. This is just her
No.
personal experience.
Yes.
And if you are someone you know is considering medication, talk to a doctor and a medical professional.
Anyhow, I feel good about the dosage of Zoloft that I'm on. My night sweats are incredibly frustrating. It seems to be getting worse. Obviously, I will talk about this with my own doctor and see if there's something going on there. But I will say that's like the biggest negative going on right now.
And you've narrowed it down to it's because of the Zoloft. Because for a
don't
while
know.
you thought maybe it was the trazodone or like a combination of the two.
I don't think it's the trazodone. I think it's the Zoloft. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to have to ask. And yeah, I think that starting medication in the past year was something I'm really grateful that I got over any like biases or worries about. And there might come a day where I come off it, but it's not anytime soon. And, you know, we're just going to keep monitoring all mental health needs as we go.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I guess that brings us to the end. I'm going to go take this new lip combo for a fucking spin. I just hope one day someone's like, I really love your lip combo. Actually, we'll end on this absolute girlhood note. I went to go get a blackberry pie matcha from Rhythm Zero this past week as my reward for being brave and strong and going to my hot sculpt class. And the woman who was working the counter had the best, like, porcelain skin, like kind of pared down complexion makeup, and like a cunty moment of a lip. And I complimented her, and without even having to ask, she goes, "It's MAC Plum Liner." And I just thought,
Of course it's MAC.
That's what I love to hear. You know what I mean? You know it, you say it, I use it, we buy it, and the world keeps spinning
And that's
around.
on girlhood.
Yeah. So on that beautiful note, we love you. Thank you for tuning in to 5 More Minutes. And we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
Circling out.